Good morning, good morning, good morning. What do we got? A lot of stuff on the camera. It looks crazy, doesn't it? How's everybody doing? I'm gonna have to fix this a little bit here, make it look good. Shout out to Florida, shout out to John, Gardy, Elio, Samad. I want some big profits too, Samad. What's going on, Ricardo? There we go. That's all fixed up nice. In Drawdown DZX, sorry to hear that. We're going to be taking a look at the markets this morning, seeing what we could do. All right, how's the camera look like that? That looks pretty good, feels good. Today we're going to replace this watch, hopefully. My Rolex is in town. My builder is back and he's got my Rolex. He was on a midnight flight, so I don't know when he's going to wake up, but I'm going to make sure that I head over to his house and pick up my Rolex today. So hopefully tomorrow on stream we'll have a $20,000 watch. Shout out to Mohammed in Singapore. I do live 3 times a week right now. We're doing Monday to Wednesday. And, you know, I look for some trades. I talk about trades. That's it. And we have some fun. We hang out. Usually we get around, I don't know, 1,000 people in here. And we talk about our trades. We have experience together. And, you know, I am the best scalper in the world. So I think it's really, really important that you learn some lessons from me. Why not? I've been trading for 16 years. Paying a hell of a lot of money in taxes these days. Yeah, these are regular. We've been doing 3 lives since June, and my record is like 39 wins and 8 losses. But obviously, this is not financial advice. This is entertainment and education only. I don't want you to copy my trades on stream, even though I have an incredible win rate of 39 wins and 9 losses. Today, what are we doing? We're going for our 40th win. And if we get that 40th win, we're going to have some VIP winners. We're going to have some raffles and we're going to have some fun. All right. So this was a free trade that I gave last week. Real simple, really simple. Look at this level. Okay. We go back a little bit. This is a nice level, right? And this is a 5-minute time frame here, but you could look at this at the hourly as well. Support, resistance. Started using it as support again. And then I was like, I think we will use this as support. And look, I just got in right there. And we shot up and we won that trade. You know, simple stuff. I'm going to have some good trading lessons today as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I'm going to be doing in terms of setting up some trading positions here. First thing we're doing, we're looking at that 9:30 candle, right? 15-minute candle. We're looking at this thing right here. Okay, this candle is going to go up. It's going to go down. This is what we're watching right now. During that time, it hits the top, hits the bottom. That's the candle high and the candle low, all right? That sets our opening range for the day, right? Price trading within this area. Then we switch to what? The 5-minute time frame. We're looking at these candles, right? The candles are staying within our range. We want to see a candle break out the top or break out the bottom and close. On the 5-minute time frame, same thing. Look, we finally get the candle break and close. We have an EMA right here, overall trend direction. So 2 reasons for us to buy, right? We had the break and close and we got that EMA. So trading with the trend, we're going to try and do that this morning. And we're also setting up our range. I'll show you that in a second. Then we got to enter somewhere, right? You could enter at a demand zone. That's what I like to do. Sometimes a fair value gap. Come over here. I entered on a fair value gap. I put my stop loss down here. I had a quick partial right here, and then we let it ride to a big TP2. All right. No free signal on Telegram yet, but it's just been a slow morning. That's all. We should be able to get it going. Camera keeps falling down. You want to look at me. You don't want to look at these other things. Good evening, Gray FC. Happy to see some Aussies in here from Bondi Beach. All right, what else do we have going on here? I've got my next video coming out. That'll come out later this week. Maybe Thursday, maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. I don't know. It depends when the editor's done with it. I've already filmed it. We've got a lesson on pullbacks I want to get into, okay? And we got the TWP Robot and Forex Fury to talk about as well. So lots to discuss on today's stream and a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and just take a look at my server right here. So this is the Trade with Pat robot. I started this account on the 18th of July, $3,000 deposit, okay? And it's now $591, okay? I'm just trading it on GU and I'm trading it on EU, and this is the exact same strategy that I'm using here on stream all the time, okay? So I have that set up, and then I have obviously Forex Fury, which is a solid robot that's already available for purchase. And you can see here $3,000 deposit at the beginning of August, so you know, on the 4th of August, and then now a couple weeks in, we're up about $480, and my baby's here. Hi, baby. Everybody say hi to Naomi. You want to go on camera? Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Obviously, my precious baby's here. Everybody say hi to Naomi. She's the stream good luck charm. In the next video, I will have an example of the London session orb and how I do the orb in the London session. I had to stay up or, you know, get up really early in order to do that, but I did do that, and I do think that it does work. So here is Forex Fury, looking really nice in my server. I have a bunch of more trading accounts set up here. You can see some $3,000 trading accounts with my Trade with Pat robot, testing a grid strategy also. So we're going to use we use the orb here, and then we're going to add the grid to the orb, which is going to be a very interesting thing. But we've got to start getting into some trades. All done? Okay, say, what are you going to say?
Money.
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 She's pretty as hell this morning, isn't she? Yes, she is. This camera keeps falling down today. What's going on? Up here. My face is up here, okay? Stop looking at my tits. Alrighty. Shout out to Emarjat. Alright, so there is something that I wanted to do this morning. I wanted to do a little bit, any news. Yeah, let's take a look at the news. Thank you, chat. Let's go ahead and take a look at the news right here. Looks like nothing this morning. Looking pretty clear this morning. Got some news tomorrow morning on the Canadian dollar, so we'll have to monitor that. And we have the FOMC meeting minutes, US dollar, on Wednesday, but that's at 2 p.m. So I think we should be okay for our Monday to Wednesday streams this week. I think we should be looking at some winning trades, and today hopefully we get to 40 wins on stream. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure to follow me. Did you take a look at my reel yesterday? I was talking about my taxes. Forex Fury is available. So yeah, paid out the taxes. Yikes. $500,000, as is life. Yeah, Trump will probably try and screw up our trades, as he often does. So yeah, give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Twitter here. Someone tagged me in something. I like that. No one ever tags me in anything. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. What do we got? 700 people in here. Let's make some tax money today, Inchin. You damn know that that's what we're going to be doing. All right, 638. So what we'll be doing today, we'll be setting up our range, right? Like this. So that's going to be our support and resistance, and we're going to be looking to get into a trade. Once we have the range set up, right, then we're going to have that's our macro range. We're going to have a micro range, right? So this is like an orb, okay? So what's going to happen is price is going to come down. We're going to come set up the orb like this, right? That's the orb setup. Then we're going to want to get a break out the top, and then we're going to get into a trade, and we're going to win it. That's the plan, right? So we have the macro range, right? Resistance, support. We want the trade. We want to get a micro range, which is our orb, and we're going to break out of that, and we want to have that lower in the zone, okay? Lower in the zone. Please trade now. I'll be trading when trades are available. It's 6:40. There will be no trades until when? Sorry, why is that 6:40? No, 9:40. 9:40. There'll be no trades until 9:40. 45. Why is that? Because that is when the micro range is ready. Why does this keep moving? Chill out. Look at me. Show me. Show me, show me, show me. Yeah, so what am I doing? So what I'm showing you is we got a candle, right? 15-minute candle, okay? Something like this, all right? And that 15-minute candle creates the range high and the range low, right? And we also have what? Resistance and support, okay? And where are we? We're in the bottom half, right? We're in the bottom half, so we want to see price break out the top and then come back closer to support. We're going to enter our trade on the pullback and we're going to win. That's it. Simple, simple stuff. Might want to tighten that screw. I hear you. I hear you. Now, there's something I want to discuss a little bit. One of my analysts in my trading room is struggling with this. It's kind of one of the only problems he has. He's such a good trader, but he wants too much momentum. Okay, so let me explain. If it reverses, it reverses. That's life. So, let's say we have the market, right? We got the market, whatever. Let's say this is the level we like, all right? Now, one of my analysts, what he does is like we get a reaction off of the level and he wants momentum, right? So let's say something like this. And then he likes to take the trade here, okay? He likes to take the trade here. But the thing is, this is the level we like. What he's doing is he's getting too much momentum, you know? He's a fantastic trader, don't get me wrong, but this is a good lesson. He's a fantastic trader, but what's happening here is he wants momentum and then he's going to enter the trade. But then what generally happens is you get a little bit of a pullback. It may still go and win, but ideally you want to be trading at your level. So you want to have the trade out of here, right? You want to be getting the pullback to this level. And hey, maybe it goes back a little bit, takes some liquidity, and then goes up or whatever. But you're just going to have higher win rates when you're trusting your level and you're not getting too much momentum. Some momentum is okay, right? So if it comes here and then you get a little momentum here and you go, okay, I'll enter the trade there. That's fine as well to get some momentum. But if you get too much momentum, right, and you're entering up here now, well, now you're closer to a level of resistance and you're not getting that first shot. You know, when price comes to this level, usually you get a first shot, even if it's just like up a little bit and then slams all the way down. But you could win a TP here. You could get a partial right here before it slams down off of that initial reaction. Okay, so that's it right now. Orb does include the wick. So that's a little lesson I wanted to teach today. We got a couple of minutes. I'll probably go through that again a little bit later. My macro range, what are we talking about? Yeah, I got a macro range on your AUD and your CAD. Let's take a look at those. I've been setting these up on other charts. So here is my macro range. Why is that my macro range? Well, you can see we have support right here and we have resistance right here. Now, what are we looking at? We have our orb is right here at the top. That's what we like. It's within resistance. We want to get a break and we want to come back and then we want to sell it down. Okay, that's essentially what we would be looking for. All right, it would be in line with the EMA right here. Okay, so that's a reason to sell. We got to break out the bottom. That'll be a reason to sell. We're at resistance. That's a reason to sell. So we have reasons. We're looking for trades. We're making good decisions in the markets. This is not financial advice. This is education and entertainment only. Let's get 1,000 people in here today, please. What is going on with my damn camera? Okay, I gotta figure what's going on here. All right, let's get that camera fixed. All right, so there's a potential trade here on your AUD. What about your CAD? Somewhat similar, okay? Somewhat similar. We have the macro range. Macro range is set up off of this level here, okay? And this level here. Resistance, support. A lot of green candles, but look, orb just finished, okay? Now we have the orb. What we want is to sell here. So if it breaks out the top, we don't want that. We want the top to hold, okay? We have a level of supply right here and a level of resistance right here. So this is a decent level for us to trade from. In line with the EMA, we want to sell. We got to break out the bottom here. That's going to tell us to sell. Price is going to be at resistance. That's going to tell us to sell. EMA, sell. Lots of reasons to sell here on these two pairs, okay? We're smart. We're making smart decisions. We're going for win number 40 today on stream. And obviously, when I win, we all win because I hand out free VIP. And in my VIP room, what are we doing? We're 15 wins and 4 losses this month. That is a very good win rate. That is a win rate that's going to help people pass their challenges and do the things they want to do. What do I think about GBP USD? Let's find out. It is now time to look at your pairs. All right, tell me what... Did my freaking camera move again? I just tightened it up. The I can't get any tighter than that. That's as tight as it goes. All right. Whatever. It looks the way it looks. I'm looking at your pairs. Let's take a look at GU. All right, GU in the downtrend on the EMA, but we are at support down here. We have our range right here. I'd be looking more for buys on this. Why? Because we're at support. We are kind of trend lining down though, okay? So maybe not a great setup. Let's take a look at AJ. Thank you for the likes. Please smash that like button for me. Let's see if we could have some fun in here. Let's see if we could get to that 40th win today. And I will, like I said, I'm going to be trying to pick up my Rolex today after the stream. So I'll probably make sure you're following me on Instagram. I'll do some stories about the Rolex. Being the first actually luxury watch I've ever purchased in my life. Let's go ahead and take a look at AJ. A lot of people are talking about AJ. So what is going on AJ right now? Well, we have our macro range, but we have broken outside of the macro range. Now, we could wick down off of this level right here, but generally, when I get a break and retest right here, I would be looking to buy, okay? Even though it's outside of the range. That means we've already broken out of the range, so we would be looking to buy, okay? Now, how am I going to do it? Well, and now I need my micro range, okay? So I'm going to need a price break out the top and close. Then I'm going to need price to what? Pull back to a level within the range to enter a trade. That is a possibility on AJ this morning. People are saying EG buys. Let's take a look at EG. Okay, EG, look, I've got a bunch of macro ranges set up right here, but the macro range that matters most is the macro range that we are in. Now, we are in the downtrend, which is not great, but we are near our support, so I would be looking to buy this if I was doing anything. And in order to do that, I would need price to come out the top of the orb and close, come back into the orb or down to support, and then enter a trading position. That is what I would do on EG. What else are we doing? UJ. Let's take a look at UJ. I'm looking at your pairs. Pat is what the hell is going on with my camera? I'm going to lose my mind. What is with this stupid thing this morning? That thing is so damn tight. I can't get that shit any tighter. All right. US 30 is breaking the orb. New camera next week? No, the camera's fine. It's a $5,000 camera. I think there's just a problem with how heavy it is. It's just a heavy camera. There's not much you can do about that. It's just heavy. It's just heavy, 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 heavy. All right, what else was I looking at? I was looking at UJ. UJ broke out the top as well. But you can see, look, we rejected off of this level once up here. We rejected off of this level once right here. So I don't know. I don't really feel good about a buy there. This could easily be liquidity before a move back down. So that's something I don't really care about. Let's take a look at UCAD. What's UCAD doing? UCAD is going up this morning, which is nice to see. I got to transfer some money at some point, so let's get UCAD as strong as possible. I guess I would be buying on this. Breaking through that level. But it's not a great setup, guys. You know, I like to have a clearer macro range, you know, and that's why we look at so many pairs. US Swiss franc, we do have a clearer picture of our macro range here. But we are kind of EMA up, although we're closer to the top, so we'd be looking to sell. So don't have anything there, right? Clear macro range. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. I'm very handsome, Zyrule. I am very handsome. Don't listen to this guy, ladies. He does not know about beauty pageants. This camera is driving me. I don't know what. I've fixed this thing 100 times today. Whatever. Euro USD. Let's take a look at EU. I am looking at your pairs and breaking them down as my camera gets lower and lower. I'm going to lose my mind. What the f... I'm gonna put my good luck charm underneath the camera. How about that? I think I came to a solution. Yeah, I have my my thing. Why am I blurry now? Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now. Let's look at the charts. We've got to look at the charts. All right, let's take a look at gold here. Gold breaking. It's the macro range that I'm looking at. It's not a great macro range, so I don't know what I would be doing. We did react off of this level once, but we do have a very clear level of demand down here, and we've got a ton of FEGs that need to be filled. There's a lot need to be filled down here, so it's possible this is a sell down, but it's not a great macro range, so I have very little interest. Let's take a look at US 100. We broke the orb out the bottom. As you can see, this is my macro range right here. So this is the level I want to be trading out of. You know, buying from here, selling from here. Well, I don't want to sell from here. Right? I would sell from here. I would buy from here. Okay. So we have to see what the orb does. The orb may close, may not. We've got a minute left to decide. Either way, if it closes out the bottom, I'm not selling, because why? I have a support level there. I don't sell at support. I buy at support. I sell at resistance. Very simple. Where is gold going? I don't know where gold is going. I don't know where anything's going. I could do my analysis. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. This is what the 4-hour time frame. Doesn't look like gold's going anywhere, does it? Look, we're very rangy. We're very rangy. Maybe this would be a trend line you'd probably want to see broken right there. Okay. And that trend line's quite far. So we're not getting a break on that trend line. So it's possible on gold that we could still be moving down. I'm looking for scalps, though. I don't care too much about that 4-hour. Shout out to Claudius for making $180. Euro USD. I thought I did just look at Euro USD. Maybe I didn't. Let's take a look at EU. EU right here at a level of support. I'd probably be looking to buy this. I understand we are in a downtrend, so it's not an A+ setup. But we have the top of the orb right here. Right? I'd be looking for a break out of this level right here and a close, and then to enter from my support. Look, we've already taken liquidity out of this area and probably going up. That's my bet on EU. So yeah, I'd probably be looking to buy somewhere around here. Let's go take a look at my others. Okay, so we got the break out the top right here, and you know, we were probably looking to sell. We were looking to sell from where? From our resistance, but we don't have that set up now. So I think we're breaking out the top here. Maybe we'll buy this instead, huh? Maybe we'll buy that this morning. So a break and retest of the macro range. Break, retest, and go. That I think is the play. Let me get a trade setup going. Something like this. Something like that. Entering at demand and support and EMA. Decent setup. Oh yeah, how is everybody doing? I hope you had a good weekend. I had a really good weekend. I was hanging out with my boys. That's why my voice doesn't sound very good. I was yelling, playing pool. I did end up with the most wins. There were 6 of us, and I did end up with the most wins. Why does that matter? It really doesn't. But I used ChatGPT, and I put together a pool tournament. See, how about that? How about that? Right there, I used ChatGPT, and you could see Pat with the most wins. I don't even play pool, but I was pretty good at pool that day. All right, so this is my first setup here. It's a bit of a break and retest play. See if we can make that happen. This one could run away. I don't know. Trades do run away on me on stream sometimes. That's absolutely fine. Your CAD looking similar, looking quite similar in terms of the setup. Break in here. Waiting for a close. A lot of people talking about gold. I already looked at gold. I didn't really see anything very interesting. So you can see gold broke through my macro range. There's a lot of FEGs. And, you know, I guess it would be a sell here this morning on gold, because look at all the FEGs. This is a ton of market imbalance in this area that needs to be filled. So it's possible that gold is going to come down and fill some of those FEGs. So I would be looking to sell. Probably I'd be looking to get into a sell on gold off of the range midline. That's probably what I would do. Something like that on gold if I was trading gold. I think that's my setup right there. It's a retest of the macro range. Break, retest of macro, and then continue down. If it just shoots all the way down and starts filling all of these FVGs, then it's not an interesting trade, because then the FVGs are filled, the imbalance is filled, and price can just come right back up. So we would need that retrace to come relatively quickly in order to get in. Yeah, not financial advice. So that would be a sell on gold if I can get in there. How does everybody feel about that trade? What do you think? Bitcoin, how's Bitcoin? Bitcoin has been falling, actually. I don't want to look at it. There's a potential short on NQ as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Yeah, there's a potential short here. So we are now at the level of support. So I think we would be getting into a short position, kind of somewhere around there on Nasdaq. Why? Well, they will be near our resistance, right? and we broke through the micro range, okay, our orb, right? So that's 2 reasons to sell, and we have the EMA right there, so in line with the trend. 3 reasons to sell. That's possibly a sell off of this level right there. Let's see if we could get the pullback. Now, what I really like about the pullback, yeah, this is US 100 right here, and what I really like about the pullback again is that, you know, the market moves in waves, right? So the market, it moves in waves, whatever, waves ups and waves down. So when you're waiting like I am for the pullback, you're just trying to catch the top of one of these waves in order to sell it down, right? And hey, maybe it doesn't work, right? Maybe it doesn't work. You know, one of the waves is bigger, you know, and then it waves down, whatever. But that, oh, that's a middle finger. Uh-oh. And that's when you lose, I guess. Yeah, so that's it, you know. And so when you're getting a pullback, you're catching the wave, right? And so that's why I like to trade the pullbacks all the time. Frick, this is not what we wanted on gold. See, gold is now starting to fill these FVGs, right? We don't want to see these filled, or because I'm not going to enter the trade if all of these get filled. Then the market imbalance no longer exists. If anything, be just looking to get into a buy off of this demand level right there, right? So we're gonna have to monitor this one and see how it goes. But if it keeps filling FVGs, then they're not going to be clean, and I'm not going to enter it. Shout out to Songoku, hit TP2 on a gold short. Yeah, it might be TP3. This thing's really shooting down. It doesn't look like I'm going to have a trade there. Here, I'm waiting for the pullback here to get in as well on your AUD. I don't have the limit set. We should have the limit set here. Possible we catch this move down. The Orb robot will only be available in a couple of months. In the meantime, if you're looking for a robot, check out Forex Fury. That's the best robot in the business. All right, camera, relax. AJ? Yeah, we could take a look at AJ again. Vapul, how do you feel about this trade? You don't have it set up. You don't want to take it? I've never had a problem with the autofocus before, so I'm not too worried about it. Should be fine. We stream all the time. Your CAD. If I was going to go to long, it would go there. But we are in that downtrend, so that's a tough one to take. Your AUD, though, we did break through that EMA, so I'm feeling a bit more comfortable about picking this one up if it comes back down. I've got a couple of limit orders set up. Vapul's not paying attention this morning, though, so he's not setting up all my limits. He's only set up a couple. This one I'm losing interest in because we've filled the FVGs. So the gold one I am not taking. I'm not sure what to do with the gold trade. So I'm gonna take this one off because we just look. You can see here we filled the FVG, and now we're getting a reaction off of that. And so I wanted clean FVGs. I wanted to tap in and then fill the FVGs, so that imbalance, I'm out on gold. New brokers really good so far with execution, really good with execution, and really good spreads so far. So I'm happy that I've made the change so far. Obviously I still have accounts on many brokers, but I'm always looking for the best potential broker. I don't trade US 500, Euro USD. What did we get? Is that a break? I guess that's a break. I was interested in a setup here, but this is a counter trend trade, so this is not my favorite setup. More interested in this setup, although this one is really taken off again. You know, it's like I got the direction right on this one, but I wasn't able to jump into the position. Hopefully get a pullback still. Your CAD. Broke out the top of my macro range, so not really following my rules here. I wouldn't mind a buy at this level either, though. I would not mind a buy at that level. I think I would take that on your CAD. We have a level of demand right off of this right here, so it's a demand macro overlap. And now it's obviously EMA is telling us to go down, but the euro is showing a little bit of strength this morning. As you can see, it's been taking off on the Australian dollar, so may take off on the Canadian dollar as well. Let's see if that one comes in. Euro USD I may take as well. We're gonna just have to see. We got the break. This is not my favorite entry, because we are going against the EMA, so I highly recommend playing it safe. We do have a bit of a trend line break right here. Okay, so that's decent. Entering kind of close to that trend line break. So there's a few reasons for us to get in on EU as well. We'll see. Would I not buy at the gold demand level? I would, but again, that just depends on how I'm trading. All right, so I have 4 limits set up to see if I could get into a position early this morning and go for the 40th win. Are getting a little bit closer. I have a limit set up on NQ, so we are pretty close to that. Catching some big candles this morning on NQ. Yeah, this is it. This is the NQ setup. This is the Euro AUD setup. That's not coming back. This is the Euro CAD setup. Also doesn't seem to be coming back. This is the Euro USD setup. We've definitely got the direction right on these this morning. We just have to try and get into a trade. Looks fine to me. What looks blurry to you? I look very clear, I think. I don't know what you're talking about. Lewis, what are you talking about? Yeah, I canceled the gold trade, Vapool. You paying attention this morning? I canceled this trade because why? It filled the FVGs and now it's coming up, right? It took the market imbalance and now the market is going up. So I'm not going to try and catch it and then fill them again. They're already filled. I am showing my trades edit. I'm not sure what you're talking about. My Nasdaq limit order is right there. That's my limit there. That's my limit there. That's my limit there. That's my limit there. Very simple. Very simple. Nasdaq might go up. Yeah, it might go up. It might go up. But we're trading what? We're trading our macro range. Could be wrong. Could be right. We're with the EMA. We have some reasons to take the trade. Look, the EMA held up here. The EMA held up here with a little bit of liquidity. We broke out the bottom. We respected support, so our levels are holding. I don't see why our levels aren't going to hold again if we could get in. But look, it's shooting down before we get in. We're getting in here, okay? That is my goal this morning. Yep, that's Nasdaq. Yep, that's NQ. All right. Who else is winning trades this morning? How's everybody feeling? I'm picking up my Rolex today. Hey, almost 1,000 people. Let's get some likes in here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Are you sure about the gold? What do you mean sure about the gold? Be more particular, big dog. We have a UJ short, which is similar to EU. So we could pull that up here. Let's take a look at UJ. Ooh, look at the trend line break. Okay, we're definitely going to try and take this, okay? Look, there's a lot of room. There's a lot of gaps to fill here. So let's see if we could get into a UJ short. Where do we want to take it? Maybe just midline. Maybe just midline short. Got to get into something. Going for our 40th win live on stream. Win number 40 live on stream. And as you know, if I win, we all win, because winners get free VIP. And in VIP this month, what am I? 15 wins and 4 losses. We're doing great in VIP. Yes, be careful about over trading. If you know, one of the best things you could do for over trading is watch me stream, because I do not over trade. I am very cautious. And I trust my systems. But keep mastering your money. You got this, brother. You got this. Short on GU. Let's take a look. Yeah. You could go short on GU. Looks like you already missed the move. I would have wanted to enter here at the top of the range. That's where I would have wanted to enter. Okay, back to UJ. UJ broke, and UJ's coming up. Now, Japanese yen has screwed us on stream multiple occasions. Let's see if we could get a winner on UJ today. What else do we have? EU, maybe coming back. Your CAD. Your AUD, we're going to pull off. That's done. That's gone. I'm giving up on you. Goodbye. Nasdaq. Damn, didn't come. EU might. And UJ might. Let's see. Let's see. The only problem about this one? What's the only problem about this one? Look at the EMA. EMA is in an uptrend, right? So, bit of a risky one, but there's a lot of room down here. Still have quite a few FVGs to fill. So, hopefully this market imbalance that we're seeing here gets filled after we enter. And we'll stay in this trade hopefully for an hour or so and win some mool. All educational. Market moves in waves, right? Market moves in waves, right? We've waved up. Now I'm expecting to wave down, all right? We are getting close to entry on this one. And we're getting close to entry on EU. Guys, what do you like more? Which trade do you like more? Tell me in the chat. EU or UJ? What do you like more? Because I'm going to only take one of them. UJ? Okay, Casey says UJ. Mo says UJ. Gray says UJ. Alright, so probably UJ is going to be the win. We only have a couple of EUs. People like how clean that looks. I also like how clean that looks. Both of them are against the trend, you know, which sucks. They're both against the trend, but people tend to like the UJ, so I think we'll probably do the UJ. We're pretty close to getting an entry here. We'll see how that goes. Whew. I'm tired as hell, man. Well, Saturday I was up till 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning or something, just hanging out with my high school friends. You know, I don't see my high school friends that much anymore, so when I do see them, we tend to party. EU on that 4-hour uptrend. Yeah, it was a big night on the sauce. Yeah, I was drinking. I like white rum. My high school friends are not rich like me. They're all poor. I'm kidding. They're only poor in, you know, compared to me, but everyone's poor compared to me. No, I went to a normal high school, so all my friends are normal people, right? No rich friends, really. I have one rich friend. I did not take part in any booger sugar. That's not my vibe. I had an edible, big sativa edible. Those things keep me up like crazy. No boog shug. Not my vibe. Not my thing. You know, and if I was going to have, you know, if I was going to partake in drugs like that, it wouldn't be with a bunch of the boys. Like, at that point, there's got to be a bunch of hot chicks around, you know? I like you too. There's no point doing drugs with your guy friends. You're just a loser, right? Only do drugs if there's a ton of hot chicks around. That is not financial advice. Don't do drugs at all, actually. Never do drugs, okay? Never do drugs. Never. Oh, I'm picking up the Rolex today. I am. Yeah, you can quote that, Babs. Clip it. Oh, man. It's good to see over 1,000 people in here trying to better their lives with trading. If it wasn't for trading, I don't know what the hell I'd be doing. I'd probably be in corporate America selling toilet paper or something. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think every job is a good job. I think you should have a lot of respect, you know, for every job. In a lot of ways, let's be honest, what I'm doing is stupid, right? I think let's be real. As a trader, what I'm doing is really stupid. I trade. I'm not really adding much value to the world. I'm adding value to your lives, probably teaching you how to trade. But am I really adding value to an economy, just betting on that economy, betting on what I think is going to happen with a certain economy? No, I don't think that I provide value to the world at all. You know, I would probably provide more value as a janitor, because at least I'd be doing something. Here, you know, I make good money, I live a good life, but I guess the value I would provide would be tax dollars to the government. As you saw, I paid $500,000 in taxes last year. This year, I'm hoping to do more, but I don't know. I haven't been trading with as much volume as I traded with last year. The summer month, July was just such a crap month for me trading. Good on stream, obviously, not as good in VIP. August, I'm crushing in VIP, so I'm starting to increase my trade volume again. My lot sizes are going back up again, so hopefully I can do another $500,000 to the government. That means I made over $2 million last year. Oh, Patricia's here. Sexy Patricia in the chat. Shout out to you, Patricia. Edit 11, if you're new here, I actually don't set take profit and stop loss. I manage my trades manually using price action. Am I gonna get into this trade or what? I'm tired of talking. I want to start trading. Yeah, let's go over to the EU setup and see how that's going. Both of these seem to be flirting with the range midline and respecting, sorry, the range top line right here, respecting that range top. We're not sure which one's going to get in first. This one's at a trend line right there. This one, look at this. Jeez. You couldn't touch me in before you did that, huh? You couldn't tap me in. You son of a... Yeah, I'm always trading careful. Don't worry about me. I'm a careful person. That's why I don't do drugs. I find Mondays is one of our better days on stream historically. Yes, y'all. You could just risk 1% of your account on a trade. It's really up to you what you want to do. I like the green a little bit, gray EFC, but not too much. Just like a couple of milligrams. Just a couple milligrams. I don't like to go. I don't like to overdo it. I'm like a control freak, so I don't like to give up too much control. So whether that's weed or alcohol or any of those things, I like to just to partake a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, I got you, bro. Just waiting to get into a couple of these positions. Been waiting on these a little bit. We're 10-20. I don't know, Hussein. I don't know. I don't speak for the broker. I'm happy that it works for me. You know, the spreads are great. The commissions are great. If you're looking to trade where I trade, just sign up with AAAFX. The link is in the video description. Always go through my links. Just so, why not? Then I know you went through me. And you can get like a 300% bonus on there if you ask. So if you deposit, get that 300% bonus. Why not? I don't see why not. Okay, we might get into something soon. Might be getting into EU here. We're coming close. We're coming close. We might be getting into this one right here. Right at our trend line entry. Strong, big red candle pullback. Look at this. Bing, 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 bing. That feels good if it happens. It feels pretty good if it happens. Maybe a range midline entry here. Come on. Just stop teasing me. Stop teasing me. Just bring me in. I'm ready to make some money today. I'm ready. Yeah, I like my broker for small accounts. I'll be doing a small account challenge and kind of explaining how I would grow a small account within the next month or so. Definitely. Oh gosh. Oh man. How's everybody doing? Yeah, it could stop me out. It could stop me out, but I am scalping, right? So if I get in here at my trend line, I don't need much. I just need a reaction, right? If I get a reaction like that, I'm already TP1'd. So I don't need much. You got to understand that. We are scalping. Hold on a second. We are actually in here. I did not see that coming. We are in on NQ. All right. And we're up 200. All right. Let's go. I'm looking at the wrong charts. Let's cancel some of the other limits for now, Vapul, and let's come back to those. Let's see how we do on NQ this morning. Up about 400 already. A sniper entry for your boy. Let's keep pushing, please. Let's keep pushing. No. Don't come up on me. Don't muscle me, NQ. So we've got the EMA hopefully holding the price here. We're within our range here, so hopefully we could trade back to the bottom of the range and get ourselves a TP. Don't go into drawdown. I forgot all about this trade, to be honest. This limit wasn't. I didn't even know I had this limit going, but I like the idea still. We'll see. We're protected by the top of the range, and we're protected by our macro range as well. So let's see if we can get a nice reaction down off of this level. Hopefully we're just trading within our range now. Okay, that's what we're hoping. Catching the pullback. Yay, what the hell? Trump, what did you say? The hell is going on? Well, I'm not exiting this trade for a while, so we're gonna pull that up. If I lose a couple, I lose a couple, but what the hell's going on here? Make it more something like this. All right, caught a tough one here. Caught a tough one. Let's see what happens. Oh my God, it closed above the range. What the hell? You know, on the bright side, I've been kicking ass in VIP, so. Jeez. All right, we're alive here. Not very nice. No, not very nice at all. I'm okay to lose a couple G's on this, but let's pull some liquidity above the obvious resistance. You know, maybe it knocks people out up here or something. That's why I'll have my SL extended a little bit here, so that maybe we're just taking liquidity and then we could trade back into our range. That would be ideal. That would be ideal, but and we'll see. Lots to do on this position. Down about a K right now. That's all right. Last week was a huge week. I made a boatload last week. I'm not even going to go into covering it, but I made a lot of money last week. So I'm easy to take some risks here and let some trades float open a little bit. That's okay. Trading NQ. Will I take a partial? I'll take a partial if I actually get to profit, but we are far from profit still. This is what we need to see. We need to see a reaction off of the level, right? Reject at the top of our orb would be a decent sign, and also at our resistance. We hope the price is going to trade within our macro range, right? We have that range set up. The range is nice. It is a good range. Now, it could break out, but it breaks out less. 70 to 80% of the time, price stays within the range. 70 to 80% of the time. So that means that that is on our side. We've now rejected off of this level right here. That's the same as this level right here. And so, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Could I have entered here? Yes. Should I have entered here? Yes. I entered kind of more off of the EMA. Thought maybe we'd get an EMA hold. Why? Because we had an EMA hold over here. Had that EMA hold there. Had the EMA hold here. So let's see. We'll see. Why did I take the trade? All right, let's break down why did I take the trade. Well, first, we have our macro range. So we had a level of resistance here, a level of support right here. That's our macro range. Then we had our micro range, which is what? Which is the orb, right? Top of the orb, bottom of the orb. Price broke through the bottom of the orb and then reacted off of support, right? So that's telling us that we want to sell. There's a lot of reasons telling us we want to sell here. Now I seem to have caught a big green candle, which is my mistake. You probably should never enter on a big green candle like this. But I wasn't even watching the chart. I was watching the Euro US dollar chart when it happened, which is my mistake. Definitely my mistake. EU, UJ, these were other ones we were considered. These are the charts I was actually looking at when I was trying to get into a trade, and ended up triggering into this one. So let's see how it goes. Starting to get a big red candle down. That's what we want to see. Let's stay patient here. Down about 400. Hopefully we can get back into profit and start feeling good about this trade. Now we are rejecting off of our level nicely, and we are getting to break even, which is exactly what we want to see. That is definitely what we want to see. Trading NQ is fun, huh? Holy crap, trading NQ is fun. Now we're at 400 in profit. 450. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're at 500. Now we're at 700. Now we're at 800. Holy crap. That's how you get the job done. Now let's push a little bit more for daddy here. If I get to about maybe 900, I'll think I'll take a partial. Let's see if we can make that happen. Sitting at about 500. Nice candle right there. Let's continue to push this thing down. Please like the stream if you're first time here or second time here, or if you're here all the time. Like it, push this down. If you enjoy my analysis at all, if you think that this is useful for you at all, or at the very least, if you are entertained. I appreciate you coming here. I appreciate you just in general. I'm up about 700 now. Let's see what I can do on this trading position. 800 now, 900 now. Okay, taking my first partial right there at 1,000. I took 500 in profit off of the table, still have 500, and I am now at break even on the position, and we are now at 700 on the second take profit, and we are pushing to 1,000 on the second take profit. Whoo, baby, let's go. Second take profit is going to be here at this area right there. If we can hit that, we are out of the position for TP2, and we will be spinning the wheel. That is win number 40 live on stream, baby. You know how we do it. You know I'm the best scalper in the business. Nothing ever changes. Catch the pullback like a king. You know what it is. And I love you because you know what it is. Let's go ahead and do this together here. Streak is now at what? 2 wins? And what are the stream stats? 40 wins, 9 losses in front of 1,145 people. Thanks for coming today. If you like that trade, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Understand, I am the best scalper in the business. I've been doing this for 16 years. I understand the best levels to enter the trades. I hopefully understand the best levels to exit the trades as well, because we seem to be pulling back on me a little bit right here. Trading has given me everything that I have in my life, except this big old dick. That's all me, baby. Just kidding. It's more of a button on a fur coat. Unless I'm talking to Patricia, then it's huge. It's big. I promise it's big. His dick is so big, it has its own dick. That's Trump. That's nothing to do with me. Look, everyone's going crazy in the chat right now. They love to see an NQ win, huh? Everybody loves to see an NQ win. Well, let's go ahead and see if we can spin the wheel. We've got some time. We've got some VIP winners. Who is going to be the winner today? How many winners are we going to have? W's in the chat. Let's see. We're going to have 3 winners right here. I'm going to give one to Waro. It's W. His name is W-O-R-O. That's your name? I'm going to give one to Saul Galvin. And I'm going to give one to Zomi. Those are the 3 winners. Look in the chat. Grab your name. You can see right there. Screenshot that right now so you know that's you. Or scroll up and screenshot that so you know it's you. Don't message me if you didn't win. Unless you're going to send me some nudes. You know what I'm saying? Okay, don't do that. Well, unless you're sexy. All right, what else we got going on? We have to go to Instagram. So now, in order to claim your prize, follow me on Instagram. Send me a screenshot of your YouTube account proving it's your YouTube account. What's up now? That's it. DM me that. Let's go back to the chart, sitting at about 400. Rejected off of this level pretty aggressively right here. Maybe I should have took some more profit off of this trade. I'm waiting for the price to come down here and exit my position. I had a couple other positions I was waiting to enter. I didn't get into these because I was focused on the other trade. We're going to see what kind of reaction we get off these anyways. We're just going to take a look and see how this trade goes. Maybe monitor a little bit. But you can see it's going to hopefully respect this trend line on the other side after it broke through at my level of support. And maybe that's a win for people who've been watching the stream. I don't know. You're not supposed to copy me, so I hope you're not copying me. Here is the open trade right now. At about 360 in profit, 300 in profit. It looks like it wants to come back to our range midline. Hopefully we can reject off of this level right there. That'd be a minor resistance for us that could hold us into this thing. You know, some people say support, but you know, when I'm selling, I like to just always think of it as a resistance. Okay, that's just how I like to do it. UJ's coming, EU is coming. I think EU's technically would be in already, but that was a big red candle. I don't think I would have caught that. Not sure if I'll take another trade or not. We're just gonna have to wait and see. I'd like to see how this one reacts. I would like to see this win. I'd be very happy with this trade coming all the way down to TP2, which is my support level. Obviously had a flush of buyers come in at this level right here, but you know, the thing's sitting at 500, and I already took about 500 in profit on the position to get me to 40 wins. Yeah, UJ is coming. You could do whatever you want with that information, Andre. I'm not taking another trade just yet. We're gonna have to see. Why don't I put stop loss below entry to cover commission? The break even are going on the new broker, Songoku. The break evens are just going for 0. They're just breaking even. So like I've done a bunch of break even trades already, and I'm like not even losing. Like it's sick. Like it's awesome. All right, getting a couple DMs already. UJ, yeah, I don't know. It's possible. I just don't think I'm gonna take another one right now. This was my EU entry. It's looking pretty good right now. Getting a good reaction to my EU. UJ, are we getting a good reaction there as well? Yeah, we are getting a decent reaction off of my entry there as well. Now I didn't place these trades. Because I'm in my Nasdaq, and I'm just kind of watching this position right here, trying to see if I can get over 1,000 on this one. Is it a dirty lens? I think it's probably this stuff, right? Just in the way. All right, we're pushing back down. Back to about 600 now. There we go, there we go. Let's keep pushing that thing down. How's everybody doing? Use point focus in your camera. Yeah, the camera's acting a bit strange, aren't you? Just tap on me. Maybe it's the microphone catching it. I don't know. It's been acting weird all day. It's just because it keeps falling and stuff. But you know, whatever. Who cares? What's more important is the charts. We're looking at the charts. We're trying to get TP2. Where did I hit my TP1? I forget. It was it about here, I think, was TP1, something like that? Probably a bit lower, huh? I think we were TP1 down there. All right, we hit TP1. We did a VIP raffle, got 3 winners. We're going for TP2. Hopefully more raffle winners, sitting at about 700 in profit. If I'm able to get to TP2, I'll be over 1,500 on the day, I believe. So it'll be a nice day. Check UJ, sure. UJ is at the entry level. I'm not in it. I didn't take it. I'm in NQ only. EU. This was another one that I wanted to enter all day, and this one's actually reacting really well off of my level. Really well off of my level. I would have been TP1 on this trade, probably somewhere around here. So price gets there, I would have won. I would have been at 41 wins. And look at that thing go. NQ, sorry, where did my NQ? Over here. We're pushing down here again. At about 900 in profit on this one. And broke below the range. That is a good sign. I think we could continue pushing down here. I'm hoping that we could continue pushing down here. Which prices are... I don't know what the... I can't really change that font. That's Trading View. You could zoom in. You think it's going to hit my TP? I hope so. But after you said that, look what's happening. Winners are chosen randomly from the viewers. Absolutely. I basically, people spam W's in the chat, and then I see, oh, okay. You know, a lot of the time it's just someone I recognize as well, right? You know, if I see your name a lot, if you've been chatting a lot, or if you've been kind of liking my stories on Instagram, I'm always watching that sort of thing. If you're on my Twitter commenting, on my Instagram commenting, you know, the likelihood of you getting picked is much higher. Let's go. I think I may go to here. This area we wicked. Let's get some raffle winners. Let's get a closer TP2. I want to make some money this morning. Pat for president. He's gay. Yeah, I appreciate that, Nate. I love the strategy too, man. The orbs really helped me. It's given me just an extra reason and confidence to take trades. Yeah, not financial advice. What is the win rate for this strategy? On stream, I have 40 wins and 9 losses right now. So that is about an 80% win rate live on stream in front of thousands of traders, right? That's just what I've been able to do. Now, that's not a typical result. Just because I'm able to do that does not mean that you're able to do that. Let's go ahead and look at the Euro USD. Well, it's a good thing. Jeez. So this one I wanted to buy. We had a nice green candle, and look, we rejected off of that, but it's still at a buy level on Euro USD. UJ, look at that one. I was going to get in here. It's not pulling back yet, so still at a sell level for UJ. I do think we'll probably respect this level of resistance at some point there, but happy that I'm not in that position, obviously. Rejecting here a little bit. Hopefully we can come down, hit this TP right there, and get some more VIP, and also put a little bit of money in my pocket before I go pick up my Rolex. I've already paid for it in crypto, but I'm gonna go pick up the Rolex. So make sure to, if you want to see me flexing the Rolex on stream tomorrow, make sure to come to the stream. I'll be winning trades and I'll be flexing the Rolex. No more $100 watch. We're going $20,000 watch. I think that's going to make us a better trader. The Telegram group is always a good price, I think. Sometimes I do deals where I offer kind of gold and FX for $79 instead of $99. But there is no plan for any deals right now. Usually there's a deal if there's some sort of a holiday or something, you know, Black Friday, that sort of thing. I do deals, but I haven't had one in a while. I am the best trader. Thank you, Otaku. I am the best trader. I'm glad that other people are finally starting to recognize me and my skills. There should be 20,000 people in here. I'm happy with 1,000, but there should be. The Rolex vlog. People hate my vlogs. They don't want to look at me. I'm old. They only like vlogs of 23-year-olds. If you're 23, they'll watch you. If you're 40, they go, what the hell is this guy do? You're supposed to have money. How old are the people in chat? I want to know. How old are you? You're in chat. How old are you? Put your age in there. I want to figure out what kind of age are the people in chat. 27, 18, 40. Love a 40-year-old. Love that. All right, we got a lot of ages in here. I think, you know, it's really nice to see all of these different ages. Hey, TP2, let's go. Wee-hee. All right. That's it, baby. That's it. Let's spin the damn wheel. Well, that's a nice stream, huh? That's a damn nice stream. Let's spin the wheel. Let's get some more VIP winners. 15 and 4. I think maybe 15 and 5 in VIP now. Oh, 4 more winners. Jeez. All right. If you already won today, get your name out of there. All right, we got one. One is Don Walker. We got one. We got Nahome Zudu. We got Noob Cyborg. And lastly, we have... Let's go Hymns for Christians PH. You got a long name, but that's okay. Now, make sure you see your name. Look at the comment. I just commented the name. Scroll up, take a screenshot. Make sure you know that's actually you, okay? Make sure you know that's actually you. In order to get your prize, you have to follow me on Instagram. What are we at? 61.6. Let's refresh it. Do we have 61.7? No, not enough of you are following me. So give me a follow and then DM me your YouTube name and the proof that it's you, okay? DM me the proof that it's you. Show me your YouTube account. Don't send me a stupid image that isn't that, or I will ignore you. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Have you signed up with the new broker yet? Have you signed up with AAAFX? You should. It's a fantastic broker. The link to the broker is in the video description. That's where I'm doing all of my trading. Shout out to AAAFX, official sponsor of Trade with Pat. Let's go ahead and take a look at that trade again and break this sucker down for you. Holy crap, it's still going down. I had a TP down here. I should have kept it. Would have been more money in my pocket, but that's absolutely fine. A fantastic trade. So what happened on this trade? Let's break it down, all right? I'm going to give you all the reasons that I took this trade. It's going to help you with your trading, okay? 1, macro range, right? 1, macro range. Who keeps making my shit blue? I want white text, okay? Stop making it blue. 1 reason is the macro range. What's the macro range? That's just support and resistance. Look, simple level of support, simple level of resistance on the 5-minute time frame, okay? That's number 1. Let's clean that up now. Holy crap, this thing's still shooting down. What is the second reason, guys? The second reason is our micro range. We took the trade because of the micro range. What's the micro range? That's the orb, right? The first 15 minutes of the session right there, okay? These 3 candles creates the range high and it creates what? The range low. Now, the micro range, price broke through the bottom and closed right there, okay? You see, candle close, candle close. That tells us that we want to sell, right? That's our micro range, right? Sell. What is our macro range telling us? Sell. Why is it telling us sell? Because price is up here when we're entering, right? We entered here, which is closer to the resistance than it is to the support. Simple, 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 okay? Now, how do I go back into this thing now? Text. Okay, what is the third? Get out of here. What is the third reason? EMA, okay? Sell. Look at the EMA right here. We are in a downtrend, right? So we want to sell. What else? What other reasons do we have to take a trade here? I don't know. That seems like enough. We got a pullback. Pullback entry, right? Price was all the way down here. We wait for price to pull back all the way up here. By the time it gets to our entry, it's exhausted. It's got nowhere else to go. There's no room up here anymore. All the room is back down here within our range. We are range traders. We are trading within the range, right? Exhausted price within our range. Those are the reasons we took the trade. That's why we won the trade. Over $1,500 I made on that position. That's a nice start for me for the week. I hope that's a good start for you. If you are looking for a robot, check out forexfury.com. Check out the links in the description to join my VIP trading room. Always trying to win more trades in the VIP trading room. We're, I think, 15-5. I think we had a tough one this morning. That's absolutely fine. But we are always looking to win trades in VIP. Just come to the VIP bot, click plans. It's going to show you all the plans. You could be a lifetime member for gold, FX. There's a lot of options for you. And that's what we're doing. And that is how we do. All right? Are you happy? I'm happy. I'm back tomorrow. No point me being here anymore. It's almost 11 o'clock. I'm going to get some lunch. I'm going to work out. And I'm going to shoot some shorts for you. So I will see you tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I miss you. I love you. Go watch last week's video. Did you watch last week's video? Go watch it.